Good afternoon, students. In this video, we will see the topic called orthographic projection. So, orthographic projection is a way of representing a 3D object by using several 2D views of the object. So, in orthographic projection, what we will do, we will represent any 3D object in 2D forms to get a better idea about to get better details about the object. Okay, when you represent an object in 3D form, some part of the object you cannot able to communicate in a better manner to the others. So that what they are doing, they are using a projection called orthographic projection, in which a 3D object is split into 2D views. So you take an example of this object. So imagine that the observer is standing on the green arrow mark and seeing the object. So what are the portion you can able to see when you see from the front? So that be taken as a front view. So from the front you can able to see this L shape. Okay, so that is going to be your front view. So next is the top view. So when the same observer is viewing from the top, that means from the arrow marks, what are the faces he can able to, what are the faces and edges he can able to see. So those will come as the top view. And on the violet, if the observer stands on the violet arrow mark, so that is going to be the right side view. Okay, so there are two angle of projection systems. Okay, two angle of systems. One is first angle of projection and another one is third angle of projection. So the orientation of the different views, front and side views, differs between the first angle as well as the third angle of system. Okay, if you take the first angle of system, the front view comes above the top view, while a right side view comes on the left side of the front view, whereas left side view will come on the right side of the front view. This is all about the first angle of projection. In first angle of projection, front view comes always above the top view. A right side view will come on the left side of the front view, whereas a left side view will come on the right side of the front view. See, if you take a third angle of system, in third angle of system, top view always comes above the front view. On to the right of the front view, you will have the right side view. On to the left of the front view, you will have left side view. Okay, the side view should always come next to the front view, not to the top view. Okay. In case of first angle of projection, on the left you have to draw the right side view, on the right you have to draw the left side view. Whereas in third angle of projection, a right side view comes on the right side of the front view, whereas left side view will comes on the left side of the front view. So here we are going to study only the first angle of projection. So how to convert a 3D object into a 2D object in the we are going to draw the 2D shapes in the AutoCAD software. So these are the symbols for first angle of projection and third angle of projections. So you have to mention this symbol at the bottom of your drawing, AutoCAD drawing, so that the you can able to communicate which kind of angle of projection you have used to draw these things. Okay. So if you are choose the first angle of projection, you have to put the symbol at the bottom. If you choose the third angle of projection, you have to put this symbol. So we will see some 3 examples to draw the orthographic projections. You take this first example, this object. So for this object, this object is given in isometric view. So we are going to convert into 2D forms using orthographic projection. So you imagine that the observer is standing on this arrow mark. There is an arrow mark given here, which means the observer is standing on this arrow mark and seeing the object. So for this object, we will try to draw the 3 views. Okay, front, top and the side view, according to the first angle of projection. So I will now open the AutoCAD software. So first thing is you have to set the units. Set the units in millimeters. Then limits. So I am setting the A3 size 0,0, 420,297. And then third option you put zoom all. So now I am going to start drawing the exercise. So first I am going to draw the front view for this object. On the front you can able to see this a rectangle and a U curve at the top of the top edge of the rectangle. So our rectangle size is going to be 40, and then lengthwise it is, you have to add all these 3 dimensions, 20 plus 15 plus 15, which is going to be 50. Okay, 50 into 40. So go here, take a line let's start here. So this is going to be, so to get a straight line press F8. So go switch on the ortho mode and now give 50. Now give 50, and then in the upward direction you have to give 40, and again on the left you give 50, and then close the rectangle. Okay, in the object what it is given, a semicircle is given at the taking the midpoint of this edge. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the circle option. So I'm going to locate the midpoint. So if you go to the midpoint, you will get this triangle symbol which is in green color that represent you are at the midpoint of that line. Okay, or that line. So select this one and draw the circle. The circle radius is given here, which is 10 mm. So I have to specify the circle radius 10 mm. Now what we have to do, we have to trim the unwanted portion. Go to the trim option. I don't want this one as well as this one. So now this is our front view. Now we have to draw the top view. So according to the first angle of projection, you have to draw the top view below the front view. So on the front view, so you are going to this, you are going to able to see this face. The length of this face is given here, which is 60, whereas this width is similar to the front view, which is 50 mm. Okay. Apart from this, you can able to see these two edges. We can't able to see the curves, but at the end edges of the curve you can able to see when you see from the top. So go to this and now draw the top view. So before drawing the top view, we have to take the reference from the front view. So I'm drawing this line for 20 mm. So this is just a reference line to start drawing the top view. So now I'm going to start my top view from this point. So on the lengthwise there is no change, which is again 50 mm, which is similar to that of the front view. Okay, 50 mm. Now widthwise it is 60 mm. Again this 50, and then again close the rectangle. So while drawing the front top view, the end edges should match with the front view. Okay, you should not draw this one smaller than the front view. Okay. The end edges always matches with the front view. So once you drawn the outline of the top view, you delete these two reference lines. So now what we have to do, we have to draw these two edges. Okay, so to get the reference where we have to draw, I'm going to take it from the top view. So this edge, so start from here, draw a line up to the, put a line up to this point, and from here you draw the another line up to next edge. Okay. Similarly, from this corner also you draw a line up to this edge, and again from that point extend up to another edge. So once you got the lines, you delete these two reference lines which is not needed. So now this is the top view, but we have to put the center line. Since it is a circle, since it is a curved face, we have to mark the center axis. So marking center axis represents that it is a circular shape. Okay. So for that I'm going to take another line from the center of this circle, come up to here. From here you draw another line. Okay. And delete this line. So we have to change this line to center line. So go to the line option. So here only we have continuous lines. To get other lines, others, click load. Here we will have lot of lines option. So from here you select the center line option. There are three types of center lines. I am selecting all the three. So while selecting more than one, press the control key, give OK. Now it is loaded here. Give OK. Now go check here. You will have, can find what are the center lines you have loaded there. Okay. So it appears here. So now I am selecting this line. Go here and select any one kind of center line. Okay, next we have to draw the side view. So when the observer is standing on this arrow mark and seeing the object, he can able to get the view of the right side view of this object. Okay, so left side view can't able to see, which is not cannot be seen from the given diagram. So the observer can access only the right side view of the object. So according to the first angle of projection, right side view, we have to draw it on the left side of the front view. This is our front view, so you have to draw it on the left side of the front view. So on the right when you see the object from here you can able to see just a rectangle. Length is 60 and the height is 40 mm. Okay, so go here, select the line, first take the reference from the front view 20 mm, and from this edge also you take 20 mm, and I am going to start my side view from here. So there is no change in the height, which is 40, the length is 60 mm, again 40. Now close the rectangle. So once you completed then delete this reference lines. So when you see from the side, this curved edge, this curved part will be a hidden one, okay, which you can't able to see when you see on the right side, but it is there. There is some curved edges is there. So we have to represent that also. Since it is hidden, we have to represent in the dashed lines. So first we will mark the line. So take the reference from the end point of this extreme point of this semicircle, come up to here, and from here you again draw a line up to other edge of the rectangle. Now you delete this reference line. So we have to change this one a hidden one. So for representing hidden edges, we will use dashed lines. Again go here, go others, click others. Now load the dashed lines. So the first option I am loading here. So now select the line, go here and click this one. So always you have to mention the hidden edges in dashed line form. Okay. So now I have completed all three views. This is front view, top view and right side view. So after completing this one, you have to give the dimension, use the linear dimension. So select the two corners of the edge. Mention all the required dimensions. So while giving the dimension, you have to select the end corners of the edge or the line. So for giving a dimension to any circular object, go here and select the angular dimension, select the curved part, sorry, not angular dimension, this one, radius type, select this one and select the curve and then give the radius. So while giving the dimension, two dimensions should not intersect. Okay, you have to give in that way. So now I have completed the front, top and side view for the object. So once you completed, what you have to write at the bottom, you have to write in text that all dimensions are in mm. This is very important. So we have to convey to others that what kind of units you have used. So all dimensions are in mm. So this is very, very important. You have to write this one. and below that you also want to draw the first angle of projection symbol. Okay, this symbol, this first angle of projection symbol also you have to draw below this one. So we are then only we can able to convey that in what kind of angle of projections you have used to get this orthographic projection from the isometric view. Okay, so now we will go to the next example. So here only we are seeing about the first angle of projection. For all three example, I am going to draw the front, top and side view based on the first angle of projection. Now this is the second example. So again the observer is standing on this arrow mark and seeing these objects. So I am going to draw the front view. Take a line. So I am going to start from here. Switch on ortho mode. So the height is 40, the length you have to add 15, 20 and 15, which is 50 mm. So 40 and here 50 and again 40, and now close this. So on the top you are having this so there is some gap, that means there is some sheath section is given at the top. So what we will do, we will delete this line, and from here we will proceed for 15 mm and downward we will come by 10 mm, which is given in the question, and again 20 and again in the top 10, and we will complete the. So you can go able to go and see this length is 15 mm and the height is 10 mm. Again this groove is 20 mm. Again this height is 10, and then finally again 15 mm. So I am drawing this 3 again. So start from here, go by 15 mm and come down by 10 mm. Again on the right 20, on the top 10, again on the right 15 mm. So complete the front view. Now completed the front view. Now we will go for the top view. Top view you can able to find this length, can able to see this length and this length. This length is 60 mm, which is given here, and this length is 15 plus 20 and 15, which is for 50 mm. So go here, first take the reference from the front view. So I am marking a line for 20 mm. So this 20 mm I am taking it randomly. If you want 15, you can also take 15, also 10. Okay, there should be some gap between the front and the top. So I am going to start my top view from this point. So this is 50, lengthwise it is 60 and again 50, and I am going to close this. Now once you drawn the top view, the rectangle, delete this reference lines, and now what we have to do, we have to mark these two edges. These edges and these two edges you can able to see when you see from the top. You have to mark those edges. Take the line, start from here, come up to this here, and again from here you draw another line up to other edge of the front top view. So this line we are putting to get the reference. So exactly this line should match us with the edge of the top view. We have drawn edge of the front view, we have drawn above the top view. So once you got these two lines, delete these two lines, reference lines. Okay. Now this is the top view. So here there is no any curved surface, so you don't have to mark the center line. Next we will go for the right side view. So right side view is simply a rectangle of length 60 mm, and width is and the height is 40 mm. So I am going to start from the front view. So first I will take a reference line. Now start from here, go up to here. There is no change in the height wise, it is 40 mm. The length wise it is going to be 60, 40. Okay, now you delete these two lines. So for this edge, this groove will be a hidden one when you see from the right. So we have to mark it on the dashed lines. Start from here, come up to this edge. From this edge you draw the line, connect the other edge of the rectangle. Now delete this reference line, and now we have to convert this into a hidden one. Since it is a hidden edge, we have to convert it into a dashed edge. Okay. Now you give the dimensions. For giving linear dimension, select two corners of a line. So once you gave the dimension, next you have to write this one. So now I am copying from here, all dimension are in mm. This is very important. You have to mention the units, and also you have to draw the symbol, first angle of projection symbol below this one. Now we will move on to the third example. So now this is the third example. The observer is standing on this arrow mark and seeing the object. Now instead of a rectangular section, now we are able to see a V section here. So we'll start draw the front view. So height is 40 mm, length is 50 mm. Okay. So I'm starting from here. 40 mm, length 50 mm, and again 40 mm. Now so here the V groove is given here. So it is 15 mm from the edge on the outer, from the V is starting from 15 mm from the outer edges of the top face. So what I am going to do, on both sides I am going to draw a line for 15 mm. Now we have to locate this base point of this V, and then we have to connect the corners from the top line. Okay. This height is 10 mm. So what I am going to do, from the midpoint of the edge, from the bottom edge, I am going to draw a vertical line for 30 mm, because 40 minus 30, first I am going to locate this base point of this V, which is located at 30 mm from the base edge. Okay, from the bottom edge. So from the midpoint of this line, I am going to draw a line for 30 mm. From this line I am going to join the top corners. So once you joined those two top corners, you can delete this line. Next we will draw the top view. First put the reference line. So this length is not going to change when you see from the top. This length is 60 mm, again 50, then close. Delete these two lines. So again take the line. These two edges we have to mark it on the top view. Now in this case we have to mark three edges. Okay. One is this one, and now the V edge also we have to mark it on the top view. Okay, you can able to see three edges when you see from the top. So we have to mark three solid lines on the top view. So first take the reference up to here and start from here, draw a line. Similarly from the P point also draw up to here. Okay. So now delete these three lines. So now we have got the top view. Now we will draw the right side view. So right side view, just a rectangle 60 and a 40 mm, and this V edge, the V groove, we have to mention it on the using dashed lines. Since it is a hidden edge, we have to mention using dashed lines. So first we will mark the reference lines from the front view. Line, this is 40 mm, there is no change in that length. 60, again 40, then close it. Now delete these two reference lines, and now we have to mark this edge. So first take the reference up to here, and from here you draw a line up to the other edge of the rectangle and delete this one. So this one is the hidden edge, so you have to mention it in dashed lines. So now we got the front, top and side view. Next give the dimensions. So once you got all the dimension, put this one, all dimension are in. Yeah. So now we have completed the orthographic projection for all three examples. If you have any doubts, put in the comment box. Thank you.